Welcome everyone to the 142nd episode of Politically High Tech with your host, Elias. In this technologically oriented episode, if you watch this on video, this is episode number 2 for you. If you're paying attention to this on audio, well, this is your 142nd episode. Yeah, I've done a lot. I am surprised myself, to be honest. So in this episode, you may see my avatar if you're watching the video version, of course. And this is how I'm going to run any technologically related episodes. So 142 and 145 and so on will be about technology, primarily AI and video games. In this particular episode, I'm going to be talking about just strictly video games, but moving forward, I'll be focusing a lot more on AI and do a little mix of the two, okay? And I'm going to try to bring some reoccurring guests. I'm going to bring some that are my favorite. I'm going to just say one right now, Jeff Ward, and hopefully I expand that reoccurring guest list because I actually want to. There's actually some wonderful people. And with that out of the way, let's get into the first topic at hand. First topic is okay. Great. Let's see how this does. So we're going to talk about Mortal Kombat 1. It is out for the pre-order people right now. It is out on, ironically, the Nintendo Switch, which may it may draw in some skepticism because Switch is not known to have the best graphics or even function as well in terms of graphics, frame rates, and all that other jazz as the Xbox Series X or S or PlayStation 5, the console in the pure digital version. Okay. So let's be absolutely clear about that. There's been some skepticism on that. What else other systems is there for? It's for the Steam, so that's for PC as well. And there are a couple of characters I want to go through here. I'm going to show you just about the characters because I think that'll be very, very interesting for you. We got Liu Kang, who is a god of fire. Let me just catch you all up. This is the third timeline in the Mortal Kombat game. The third main timeline, I'm going to call it. They have reference that there are thousands, maybe millions of other timelines. This is the third one that the MK story is focusing on. The difference is Liu Kang is God, not Raiden. Raiden is a god of lightning and thunder. Liu Kang is a god of fire. Okay. Then they got Sub-Zero, who's a grand, massive Lin Kuei. The interesting part is that'll be Kuai Liang normally, but in this timeline is Bihan. Kuai Liang is Scorpion. That's interesting. So, Scorpion is part of the Lin Kuei because Kuai Liang is part of the Lin Kuei. All right, I'm not going to go through all the characters. If you know Katana, she's the most popular female character in the game. Melina, of course. There's Johnny Cage, an arrogant former A-list action star. Kenshi Takahashi, who's trying to restore his family name. And Kung Lao, the youthful warrior. That's quite arrogant. Melina's heir to the Outworld throne. She's another very popular character. Raiden here is the champion of Earthrealm. So Liu Kang and Raiden had a bit of a swap. I am not going to give a lot away in the story. This is spoiler free. This is on the website. If it's on the website, it doesn't spoil anything. Okay, and Rain here, who was a half god in the last two times, this time he's just a mage of Outworld. I'm sure he is has some god-like entities as well. Smoke is no longer a demon called Nenra. He just uses practical effects. Li Mei has returned. She has been playable since Armageddon. She's the first constable of Sando, which is the capital of Outworld. Okay, she patrols the streets. Baraka So Tarkat. Tarkatan, but this one he became like that through a disease. He wasn't born that way. Tanya is a guardian of the royal family. Geras is the guardian of the hourglass. Reptar. I'm thinking of Rugrats. Why am I thinking of Rugrats? Reptile here is a Terran. He's a slave. Interesting. The rebellion anarchist, Havoc. He has a change, looks younger. Astra has interesting eyes. And she's the mostly good demon of the Nether Realm. Sindel's Empress, she rules Outworld. And General Shao, he just controls the army. And Itara, she is fighting for her people, her vampiric people, which is interesting. And then Shang Tsung, well, he's still up to no good. He's still a baddie. If you know Shang Tsung for the original older games, he's gonna do is the lieutenant who is very loyal to Shao Kahn. Okay. He's much more compared to Shao Kahn. He's, I'll say, faster than Shao Kahn. Okay. So this is your roster here. For those who haven't pre-order it, well, you can buy it by the 19th. I'm not sure you're going to get Shang Tsung. I'm not sure he's going to be available. Most likely I have to just pay a little extra besides the base price of $69.69. $69.99 in other words. We'll see about that. But there's some interesting stuff going on right now. Now for the next one. GTA 6. A lot of people's been talking about this game. There's even been rumors spreading now that it's going to cost $150 as a base price because the justification is, according to Rockstar, is look, this game is guaranteed to have hundreds of hours worth of content. That's why we're charging it. I say, screw you. You're ready. And that's just my honest opinion. Screw you, Rockstar. There's already inflation all over the place. We're going to pay essentially double price just because you say so. I disagree with that strongly. If you're going to put other stuff of DLC, we have gotten used to that. We should be getting used to anything. We should protest more often, but I don't think people's going to do that. I just don't think people's going to do that. I understand any business, they want to make money. However, we got to call them out in their greedy tactics. I agree that businesses should exist. I am not far left to say, oh, all businesses are evil, all businesses should not make money. Well, they should absolutely make money. Make money if they deserve it. Not just milking and sucking the customers dry. We don't even know this damn game is going to be good, too, first of all. So it's going to take place in Vice City. It's going to be 2 brand new characters. I believe they main characters. They say the release date is rumored to be 2024, 2025. I'm going with 2025. GTA is a big game. And I prefer that they take their time. Yeah, I just say take your time. Okay? Don't take too much time like Kingdom Hearts 3 to the point that I forgot about the damn thing. It took freaking 14 years from between part 2 and part 3 to come out. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about at least a maximum 5 to 7 years. You know what I'm saying? 5 to 7 years. Okay. They don't know about that. I'm not going to read all that other stuff. They have a male or female main characters. I think that's good. We'll see about how this thing works. I don't mind interesting characters of minority representation as long as they're different and original and they're not just retconning one of the established characters just to please the ESG woke gods in quotes. I am not for that either. Hell no. Just make them different. They have their own storyline. I mean, let me just give you an example of a great minority representation without shoving wokeness overtly in people's faces. Okay, Miles Morales. He's a great character because he's his own identity. He has his own identity, his own background story that actually works. Okay, not like what Disney has done with freaking. Which was the example I want to call out for Disney? There's many of them. Well, with Snow White. Let me call that one out. That was the most egregious. They got some young actress who's opening her mouth ruining the promotion of the film and attacking men and having her own twisted, perverted thinking, say, oh, all men are bad. But you know what? I can't necessarily blame her is because you leave this pro hyper, it's becoming hyper feminist society. Okay. And I mean, she's raised on that. This is what society keeps pushing. Women is the future. Girl boss is great. I don't mind female leadership personally. I just go by competence, not by gender at the end of the day. It's just don't be an entitled little Karen, spill your opinion. And people, you need to wake up. Stop settling for less. I think, look, Little Mermaid, I'm not gonna watch it because I just don't have time for it. What they mostly did was just a bit of a skin change. They changed certain things. Based on what I heard from Republican commentators, I don't normally take secondhand into account and only listen to one side of it. There's certain people that enjoyed it too, despite the changes. And look, what people need to do is go with their dollar. If you support that, great, that's you. I'm not against, I'm not entirely against all those other things. If I don't like it, I'm just not going to watch it and not talk about it too much either. I would say the Republicans were slightly over dramatic came to Little Mermaid criticism, except for that horrible song about Aquafina. I agree with them in that one. That is atrocious. That almost destroyed all my eardrum. That just destroyed all my ear fibers, my eardrum, and it was just, oh Jesus, what were they thinking with that one? Anyways, before I go off on a rant here, look at that game rant, talking about rant. Well, I'm gonna talk about the last topic. Oh, before I keep going, MK1 is at the website. Rockstar's from Raj Net PG, some random website. And from Game Rant, I'm going to talk about Civilization 7. Just to summarize this article, it's going to take years for this game to come out. We'd be lucky to have it out by 2025, okay? You just be lucky. The same thing with GTA 6. I'm going with that same prediction. We just finished wrapping up Civilization 6 a few years ago, and they focused on Midnight Suns, which is a Marvel strategic game. And I'm sure when they are ready to come up with any big news, they'll do in the trailer. They probably give us a little snippets here and there. Or hopefully, if you're impatient, just pray to God there are leakers providing golden and accurate information. Okay? That's all I can say. All we know is it's in development. That's all. I'm not going to read this whole thing to you. I'm not going to totally waste your time with that. And there's a little history. Firaxis was not always in development with Civilization. They started collaborating with them since Civilization 3. Interesting. I didn't know that. I would assume they were like brothers and sisters or something, or best friends or something, but that's not the case. I understand you might be a little freaked out. You might recreate memes of this avatar because it is not capturing all my physical movement well, as you can see. It makes me just look a little nicer, I guess. But when it comes to facial expressions and all of that, I don't know. I look much stiffer. I mean, I could be stiff, but damn, this technology is just putting my stiffness on steroids. This is not right. This is absolutely not right. Well, Zoom didn't inform me this is on beta, so this is a testing phase, and well, I'm kind of exposing them shamelessly by using myself. Who cares? I don't need to take myself that seriously. My little fun, me, my little bootleg business suit, my little bootleg glasses, my little bootleg hair, and all that other good stuff. So this is how all technology episodes going to run. There's going to be some changes here and there. You won't be seeing me. You won't be seeing the more physical version of myself unless I'm talking about politics. Since this is a technologically oriented episode, you're going to be seeing this cheap avatar sometimes. It's not going to be here all the time, just sometimes. I might even shove it into the random episode, but it's not going to be the next one. It's not going to be 143. I'm going to be having a guest who is. I might as well just tease this right now. who is going to talk about neurodiversity, neurodiversity, and the power of art. Okay. And this person is not from America. That's all I'm going to say. And the episode's going to be a bit longer than usual. I'm not going to promise a length. The best way I can describe it is probably between 45 minutes to 1 hour. Yeah, it's going to be lengthier. It's going to be definitely more talkative. It's going to be definitely a little more excitement coming out of me because I actually like talking to guests. I actually do. This is my last solo episode for now. And we're gonna have more episodes with guests. I have a couple of political guests coming. Definitely a few from the random side popping up as well. And I definitely want to bring back some for the technology aspect. So far I have no confirmation on that, but I'm working on it. That's all you need to know for now. I am working on getting some guests. But just to manage expectations a little bit, not every episode is going to have a guest. Okay. So if you enjoyed this, leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And have a blessed day or night. Peace.